Alright, today is pig moving day. We've done a pretty good job out here. And there's a little bit of pasture right here that we're trying to build up. So we got our net set up. We have 3 strands here. And what we're going to do is we're going to open this right here. And then from there, we're going to close it off. We'll close it right here and try to push them past this as quick as we can because we don't want them to dig this up too bad. I'm going to get this out of the way. That's just what we use for catching the flies. And then we will so we're going to move them this way. You see I just cut both sides. We don't need to cut this middle stuff down. They'll knock that down. And then there's a little bit open area right there. That's where I'm going to pen them. I'm going to actually try to close it right here. We don't want them to go too far. These are all of our pumpkins. Or get into the rest of the yard. So as you can see, this stuff's pretty thick. It's probably, 6 to 8 inches high. That'll be for our sheep. So sometimes you have to go over some stuff and hopefully it'll work here. So let's see what they do. As you can see, they're ready to go. I purposely let their feeder go empty. It's been empty for less than a half a day or so. That way they will be antsy to move. And then after we get them to move, then I'll move their feeder and everything else. So with pigs, they're very smart. So they know that this fence is electric. As you can see, they still, even though they know, they can see it's not there, to them, it's still there. So it'll take a little bit for them to get moving. And normally what I do is while they're doing that, I'll move their waters. And then that way they can see like, all right, this is time to go. And hopefully they'll follow me. But we'll see what they do here. Chances are they're just going to play in that water that I dumped over. Because that's what they do. So, let's see. Yep. Still don't realize what's going on. And two, this is their first actual move besides that first little spot that I started them in. So it's not that big of a deal for them to not see what we got going on here. But once they get over into here, they'll get it figured out. They'll have from this brushy stuff right here all the way down to that far tree right there. That's going to be one whole section. Yeah, I am going to lose that pumpkin plant right there, but that's okay. We've got more than enough in here. So, and then from here, they'll go back and we'll put them in our sheep pen. Before the sheep get there, I'm going to have them stir it all up. Then I'm going to clean that out. And then from there, I'll put them back through the woods. And then that's where they're going to go. And then they'll spend all but probably the last, 2 weeks in the woods. So let's see what we can do here. They're still a little skittish, so they're going to end up running backwards. And they like the grass, so they don't, to them it's, oh, you just gave me some more food. Come on. It's a little foggy morning. It's about, I think, 7:30. Apparently they're just going to root up everything else here. So when we got them, they were about, 40 Some of them were 50 pounds. I'd say right now they're, I don't know, like these bigger ones. Like this one's pretty long. That one's probably 60. That one's a little bit more. They're hard to judge their size because they're very thick. So, yeah. Once one shows up here, then they'll all start coming. So you can see they're right at that line. Whoop, one of them just crossed. Now they'll start to realize, except for now, they're going to start digging. Oh, now two of them. See if I can go this way without scaring them away. There, now they're in there. Now if we can just get these ones to figure out what the other ones are doing. Come on. Come on. As long as they turn. You gotta remember the pigs only see from like literally their eye level down. They don't look up really. So come on. As soon as they turn, these ones turn around, they'll realize what the heck is going on here. Come on. I don't know why you're holding up here. Apparently this one wants to be stubborn. Well, they can stay there. So now what we do, push them through so they don't dig up anything. Looks like the grass is pretty thick, so they're not really digging anything, so that's good. But this one's still curious to what's going on here. Oh, come on. That's all right. So now it's a little thick through here. They're going to be a little nervous, held up right here. But they're actually eating. I don't know if you can see that one. They pulled up pickers. To us, it'd hurt to pull those up, but they just pull them up and they eat them. I don't know. They don't care. Now we'll have to hopefully push this one through here. If we can get them past this point, then we can get them in there, but this one's... Come on. Let's go. There you go. Good hop. So now all I'm going to do is just close them in. That way there, they at least don't go back to where they were from. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull up all these other fencing, and that's what's going to extend the other pasture over here. So as long as you set your stuff up, it makes it easy. If you try, I tried when we first started to do this with 2 fences, moving them through the woods, caught on everything, pigs getting out. I know it's expensive. These nets are about 100 and maybe 125, 150. Just buy them. It's going to save you so much time and so much hassle and getting mad at pigs that they don't know what the heck you're trying to do. So pay the extra money. If you have a farm, it's going to be you can write it off in your taxes at the end of the year. Your sanity is so much better than trying to fight with them, because as soon as you try to push one, pick one up, it's just a pain in the butt. They dig their hooves in, and it's just not worth it. Yeah, you can see, look, they literally sat in one spot for a second. Come on, out of there. And now they're digging it up. Let's see if we can move them through here. Come on, let's go. Nope, not that way. Come on. Once, like I said, once one or two of them start to go, you gotta remember, they still think this fence is electrified, even though it's not plugged in right now. So it makes them nervous to even get close to it. Yeah, look, that's a picker bush that he likes for some reason. That's good, they can eat them all. I don't know how that doesn't hurt. Come on. Alright. We'll get them squared away, and I'll do a little video once we get to the other part of it. So, thanks for watching.